everybody. I am Chad. I'm here with my sister Mariah.
I'm back!
And our friend Sam.
I'm new!
Sam is new. Sam, I don't believe you've ever seen a Korean movie.
Never. This is my first time.
This is going to be Sam's first experience. Me and Mariah, we're kind of becoming veterans of Korean movies a little bit.
We are. We needed to bring someone fresh to the scene.
Don't know too much about this movie, but I know that it was a very big deal when it was released in 2006. In English, it is called The Host. The direct translation of the Korean title is basically Monster. And so I know it's a thriller, but I also know that there's some comedic elements to it as well. And so I think that's going to be a really interesting dynamic.
Like some comic relief from being so scared.
Right. Very famous director, Joon-ho is his name. And he's one of the premier directors in Korea, and this is one of his big movies, 2006, so it's been out 13 years. It's a movie that was highly suggested by our viewers. We are gonna watch the trailer. So this is kind of format we usually take Sam is watch the trailer so that we can get some expectations and thoughts for it.
Okay.
And then we'll watch the movie.
Okay.
So, let's see the trailer.
Okay.
Mr. Kang-ho, formaldehyde, dirty formaldehyde. Pour him into the sink.
So I feel like this music is like, you know, like this is definitely the comedic part of it,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
I love his hair. Ramen.
wow, the music's great.
So, yeah.
Holy! Oh,
That
is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
The youngest is taken?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is taking a turn.
Oh.
I heard your daughter's still alive. Why don't you contact the police or the military, a human rights organization, something?
Jaws.
Ew, the monster looks
Honestly terrifying.
bad.
Does it smell in the sewers?
I'm scared. I'm gonna have nightmares.
That was a lot to take in. And especially in the beginning of the trailer, it goes from like, there's kind of like funny things happening, like he trips and falls, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
kind of slapstick funny.
Yeah.
But then like this crazy huge monster comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right after that really funny part, it gets dark and I'm like, whoa. It looks really funny and so scary.
Right. Yeah, it
I'm
really does.
intrigued.
Well, all right, I say we just get to the movie.
Let's do it.
The popcorn. Holy crap.
It's too soon. I feel like it's supposed to be funny.
What the F was that? Oh no, 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 no.
Wait.
Oh!
Oh. What is that?
Oh my gosh.
no, no, no. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No.
No, 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 I'm done. Oh.
What the? Oh no.
Oh my.
Ew.
Oh.
No. No.
Oh.
Oh.
Get out of there.
Well, he too late.
Oh.
The kid is dead. Oh my. This is so scary.
Oh no, he's got the wrong kid.
Oh
No, no. Stop, stop. Oh.
No.
No. Gosh.
I think it's like a real.
Is this like funny
I
or
feel like-
sad? I don't know to laugh. Ew.
I feel like it's not necessarily scary, but it's like crazy.
Oh.
What?
Ew, 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 ew.
Like some kind of like weird dream. What? Maybe she's imagining it?
Oh.
Crap.
Oh my
Shoot it.
gosh.
You gotta keep shooting it. See? The grandpa's like so hardcore.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh my gosh, chills. I have the chills.
No.
Oh.
Oh no. No.
Is he dead?
No. We were just talking about how much we love the dad.
Oh.
Oh no.
Should watch this.
No.
That's kind of funny.
That sucks.
What the?
Ah! Oh my gosh!
Now this is strictly confidential.
I'm sorry.
You Mart.
Ew.
Oh Oh.
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 She's gonna go on his back.
Yeah.
My oh. Ah!
Oh.
Oh.
You're kidding.
You are kidding me! Yes! Yes! Amazing! Wow, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm so sad that she's dead. Oh.
I'm worn out after that.
Emotionally, physically
When you're already
exhausted.
tired and then that was just so emotionally draining. Wow.
Yeah. For you, Sam, that's your first Korean movie you've seen?
Yeah, that was.
Most Korean movies.
Didn't you expect them to just find her and
Yeah,
have
that
her
was.
after?
Yeah, I did.
I just feel like, first off, that is not a very typical Korean movie from what we've watched. But I actually think I liked it, but not in the way that I normally like Korean movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Or movies in general. But I feel like rather than just entertained, I was like, I don't know, I was just kind of like trying to analyze like a lot of like what is going on. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yes, it makes you think a lot.
It
Because-
really does.
There's so many things to think about. There's different characters to think about. Thinking about the monster, just because the monster's like so dynamic.
Yeah, so I feel like
It really was.
I feel like in a lot of movies now, or like TV shows, that like you don't really ever see the monster that much.
Yeah. True.
But in this one, like you see the monster from the beginning, and it's that crazy scene in the beginning where he's just running down
Oh
the
my
bank,
Yeah.
gosh,
and you're
it's
like,
so.
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is insane.
Movies today will make, you know, like they are trying to add the suspense
Yeah.
to never show the monster.
Yeah.
But it was a really good strategy to show it all the time because it was scary enough that every time you see it, you're not used to it. You're
Yeah.
like, holy crap, this is
Yeah.
still the scariest thing ever.
It's really
Yeah.
every time.
I feel there's also like symbolism in it. Like I was thinking about like how at the beginning like the family's a little bit like that, like dysfunctional, but then like at the end, everyone worked together to kill the monster.
After that, they were obviously also sad, but they were like united.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
Before they were also sad and like mad
Oh,
at
okay,
each
because
other.
they were like fighting, right?
And I was thinking that line the
brought them
uncle
together.
because the dad said at the funeral, the dad said at the very beginning, he was like, he said the daughter's name, I forgot what her name is.
You brought us
so,
together.
He said you brought us together.
Yeah.
And they were
And I
fighting.
think like that was kind of like foreshadowing for like you literally are gonna bring our family together.
Ugh, speaking of the dad.
Don't
Okay,
even bring that up.
the grandpa, you mean?
Grandpa, yeah,
the
that's what
grandpa.
I mean.
Yeah, the grandpa he was awesome. And we're
Amazing.
like, this dude is
So-
the man. And then right after that,
We're literally talking
Yeah.
about how sick he is, and then
He died.
yeah,
It was so sad.
that was really sad. And that,
But it was like it had to be him. He was like the hero.
Mhm.
He was like
And
the leader of the
yeah.
family.
And that was kind of the turning point of the
Things got serious.
of the movie, actually. And I feel like there was a lot of dark humor throughout, which is always an interesting, like.
Doesn't seem typical for Korean movies. At least not the ones
I
we've
don't-
watched.
Not the ones we've watched. Obviously, we haven't seen a ton. We've seen an okay amount.
A
But,
fair amount.
Okay, can we talk about the cross-eyed actor? Like, was that on purpose?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Like, I need to know if that was part of like their comedic, like, thing, or like if
Or
that
if they
was,
just couldn't
if
get it.
that's all they could get. Like, I need to know because that was so funny.
So this is what's crazy, right? Is like, and maybe this was the point, because I feel like the director's really good, and so it's like everybody's gonna notice this dude has got like one.
Yes,
cross-eye,
yeah.
Right? They're talking about like important things like brain surgery here, and you
He's
can't
like,
even think about it because he's got an eye that's. going
I
this
know. I'm still shook by
Either
it.
it was like intentional or
way. Or it
guys.
wasn't.
We need to look him up. I need to know. Is he in other
Come
movies?
hire us. Like
I just think it had to have been intentional.
the white actors are not up to the caliber of the Korean
Yeah,
actors.
like if you need better white actors.
I just feel like maybe they don't have a lot to choose from. Anyway, it's almost hard to remember the first half of the movie because it gets so tense.
Because
and it
we're
gets
just
crazy,
so, like-
and we're just like drained, right? But in the first half of the movie, there's just like the stuff that's happening is like the humor is like actually really funny, and it's almost like kind of like unsettling because of the timing,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? Especially after they think the daughter has died, and they're in that little like mourning area, right? And the family's like falling over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
We're
bizarre.
like,
Little
do we
weird.
That
laugh?
was so bizarre.
Yeah, and then after that, the guy in the hazmat suit comes in and he like falls.
Yes,
over.
yeah.
And his whole thing is like a joke, right? He's like, let me turn on the news because the news can explain it better than I can.
Yeah.
And then he's like flipping through the channels and he can't find it, and everybody's like mad at him. And he's like, well, it looks like the news isn't on right now. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like super funny, but
But you
the
feel
timing of
like
it is so
It's like on
interesting that
purpose.
it makes it like this kind of like dark humor. I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely. Like I was confused how to feel.
Yeah, I really liked, one of the scenes I really liked is when they escape from like the hospital or the
Oh, I
quarantine.
loved that.
And they're going into the van, And it's just hilarious. They're like, "Where's your sister? How could you leave your sister?" And the music's funny. And they're like driving around in circles.
And it's
just
like,
chaos.
and it's like the reality is they're escaping because they want to find their daughter, who's literally like, it's so dark,
Right.
and it's somehow funny.
But the very end, when they're sitting down, like Kang-ho, the dad, and his new son, I guess, they're like sitting down eating, and on TV they're talking about that they finally come to a verdict on the virus stuff. And the kid's like, "Yeah, turn it off," and the dad's just like, turning it off.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Like it's just funny. Like I'm sure that if we were Korean, we would understand some of maybe the symbolism and the deeper messages. And so that's what's always nice to read the YouTube comments after we upload.
Yeah, because they'll explain.
They'll explain it, and then we're like, "Oh, okay,
that's why
it makes more sense."
But yeah, you're right. There's so much dark humor. It's so dark and like weird, but at the same time, it works really well.
Yeah.
Like American dark humor, usually in those movies, like nothing serious actually really happens. Like you never see the grandpa die in like an American dark humor movie.
Yeah.
Like it would be like really funny, but like in this one, like people actually die that you like care about,
Right.
and it's like actually like really sad. And like the daughter even died. You know, the
Yeah.
whole reason they were all fighting. So I thought that was interesting how like
Definitely. Yeah, I thought there was like really heavy themes in terms of like, I mean, the grandpa dies in a really violent way.
yeah,
And
really
like,
violent.
And a lot of people die. Like only the little boy makes it out. The little girl saves him, and so that's obviously
That was
great,
symbolism
but
in its own. I feel like.
That really was.
Like they were all trying to save her, and then she like sacrificed herself.
And we don't even know who the little boy was. Like we don't like.
he's just like a little homeless kid.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
And it's like crazy when you think back on it, because this is right before the dad dies. So it's kind of contrast that he's trying to give a serious talk to his kids, but it's funny because he's telling the uncle and the aunt, he's telling him, like your brother, this is why he's like tired, all these things, like, Bryce, you need to be nicer to your brother and all this stuff, and they're literally falling asleep. Like, while
that
he's
was
talking.
so funny.
So it's like really funny, right? But
But
then right after that,
then-
the
He
dad
dies.
Yeah, so then when you look back to that scene, it's like so
Yeah,
sad.
that was like the last advice he gave
Yep.
to his kids.
And they weren't
It's like
even
you need to be
listening.
supportive, right? And so, anyway, I think there's a lot of deep stuff in this movie that I think maybe would get overlooked.
Because of like the dark comedy
Because-
or just the crazy things that are happening.
Right. And
That you're
so,
focusing more on that, and it's like, wow, there's some deep stuff in
the
here.
director of this is one of the movies that really helped him become pretty famous. And like every time he releases a movie, it's a big deal. He's one of the top directors in Korea. So a lot of things that maybe we thought were like random are like very deliberate. One thing that I don't think we ever figured out was when they're all eating together. In the
Oh yeah, and then
park,
she shows
and
up.
and the daughter appears.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that?
Oh.
She like appears, and we never really figure out
Was someone hallucinating or
what was going on.
I
That
imagine.
And then they were all like feeding her and stuff.
And they looked
Yeah.
surprised to see her, but then they just went with it.
right. So I'm confused by that. So maybe somebody can enlighten us on what exactly that meant.
And then my main question is why was there even like a virus? Like who said that there was a virus?
Yeah, the virus
Like,
break was
why-
weird because so initially what they said is they said a guy who had like got his arm like bit or like bitten off, I can't remember, some American military guy, right? Said he like contracted the virus, and I think they showed it like on TV and like all this weird stuff. So I don't know if it was maybe some government cover up or what that is, but I'm sure there was like reasoning behind that. I had read something I think where there was like maybe some political undertones in this movie that
Okay, I could
he's
see
trying
that.
to
Yeah,
say
I could
something
see
about maybe the state of politics at that time in Korea.
Okay.
I thought they did a really good job with the music in this.
Oh,
Yeah, the music was really fun.
soundtrack was
I
incredible.
thought it was super good. Like there was
Very unique.
Yeah.
And it would just like work.
that was really
Crazy.
really heavy. I just think it's one of those movies that's a lot to take in, a lot to digest. So
Yeah, I'm gonna need
So
a
we'll
few
tell you how we
days.
feel in a few days.
Give me a few days to
But it was
digest
really good.
all those feelings. I
yeah,
know.
but it was really good. I was really impressed
Yeah.
with the acting, especially of the young girl. Like,
Oh yeah,
like
So good.
she was so
she
cute.
was so good that it didn't even occur to me that she was
an
doing
actor.
so well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It
so-
just
you're
seemed like
you're
a
just
real
focused on
story.
watching it, and then at the end you're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she's incredible.
Yeah.
So I was impressed by that, and then again, like Bong Joon-ho, this director, like really awesome. I loved his movie Memories of Murder. I didn't watch that with you guys obviously, but super good. Really like his style, and I think he just makes movies that require you to think a lot. So I think that's really cool.
The best kind.
Yeah. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for helping out.
Thank you for letting me join.
Thanks for
Always
watching.
a pleasure, Korea.
We'll see you
Hope
next
to
time.
be back.
Bye. That will be it again.
That was amazing.